Hey guys, welcome to the video. The video I have today for you guys it's now January 22nd. Most people are falling behind on their New Year's resolutions, and just some tips that I've learned over the years as far as keeping resolutions and the mistakes that I've made in the past as far as being too detailed, not mapping out correctly what I want to achieve in the year, and just taking on too much, looking at the year and thinking you can achieve all this stuff in 1 year, and it's not reasonable. And if you want to take action on what your goals are, you need some things or some tips that you need to focus on. So the first one that I have is being clear and concise on what your goal is. A lot of people, I've done this in the past a lot. Let's say you want to make a certain dollar amount, which in my opinion that's a bad goal. You need to have a reason, you need to have a plan as far as how you want to achieve that. But I think first of all, you need to reverse engineer what you want to achieve. So let's say you want to start a podcast on sports. That should be your goal. It's clear, it's concise, and that's your goal. So you need to start there. In the past, I've set goals and I was looking at my goals at the end of this year from past years, and I cringed looking at it because they're pages long. They're long bullets of, oh, I want to, do this, or I want to have developed this kind of, personal development, or be more outgoing, or whatever it is. And you need to start out specific and to the point. And then you can reverse engineer and say, okay, how am I going to get there? All right, so once you have your goal, let's focus on developing a sports podcast. So then you need to map out, okay, what can I do daily to progress and to grow this podcast and to make sure that I get this thing on air and I'm developing this podcast, and how can I make it better? So what I do is I map out my month, and I take, okay, here's my week, here's the time I have in the week, and here's the time that I can allocate to working on that project. So it needs to be mapped out that way. It's in little chunks. When you do it as a whole year, which I've done in the past, you develop this long, nothing that's really, it's no order to it. It's, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that. And it sounds great when you first do it at the beginning of the year and you map all this out, and it's, okay, yeah, I can do this. You have this long shot of what you want to achieve, but you need to break it down by week and by month, and just so you can understand, okay, yeah, this week I actually have things going on. I have to be with my family. We all have busy lives, so you need to bring it into perspective, basically. And some weeks you're going to have more time to focus on it, and some weeks you're not. And that's part of the process. It's another topic about managing your time and all of that. So that's how I map it out, and that's just one suggestion that I've learned over the years, that being concise and breaking it down by week and by month, by day, it's just much easier and puts it into perspective. So this last point I'm going to point out for you guys is something it's not really a goal, but it's something that I've been focusing on a lot lately, and it's helped me a ton. I've been starting doing this, I'd say, within the past 2 months, and I've really seen some development in my life as far as changing habits and getting rid of things in my life that I don't need and that's holding me back and just taking up time. So what I'd recommend for you guys to do is to write down some things and look at your life, look at your day, look at your week, and say, okay, these are the things that I'm doing in my life that are holding me back. These are things that I need to cut out of my life and replace them with better habits. So let's say you lay in bed at night and you're watching Netflix for 2 hours and you can't fall asleep. You could be sending out emails, developing ideas, and just spending your time doing other things that would be more productive. So, and I'm not saying your day has to be completely full. We all need our time to wind down and to just unwind from the day. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, I know we all have busy lives. Most of us have jobs that you work 8, 10 hours a day, and it's hard to do everything. But in order to get to that next level, there's things in your life, I can guarantee you, that are holding you back. There's habits that you've developed that I would recommend focusing on replacing those habits with better habits. So for me, one of the things is, I think most of us get on Instagram and scrolling through pictures, whether it's of your friends, celebrities, whatever it is, and you're just fascinated by what's out there and reading comments, and it just takes up time. And for me, I want to spend more time developing myself, developing this channel, and just growing. And there's only so much time, and I've started to notice this when I make my New Year's habits, because you look at your goals for the year from past years, and you're like, man, like when you make these goals, it seems so easy. It seems like, okay, I have a year to do this. I have time, and it makes it okay. I can do all these different things throughout the year. But then when it comes down to your daily life, you're like, okay, I can get to that later. That's just not. You need to have things in place. Maybe you need to develop better habits as far as scheduling out your time, scheduling out when you're going to work on certain things and when you're going to spend time with your family. So I would recommend looking at your life in that aspect. What are some habits that I have in my life that I don't like? I know that are holding me back. And I recommend just being honest with yourself. There's certain things that, I like to go to the gym, and there's times where I spend too much time there. It's a good habit to have, but there's other important things in my life that I need to focus on. So that's what I would recommend doing. Just another tip to achieving your goals. So I'd like to mix it up, but I also want to grow the channel. I'm giving away a Bose SoundLink speaker. They retail like $130. And if you like the video, if you subscribe, leave a comment, and go follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway of one of these speakers. I'd say within the next month. So please do that. Hopefully this video help you guys out. I just want to say, leave a comment. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see you in the next video.